And not only that, it's also Minnesota and how Governor Tim Walz came out and basically induced more riots. And Kamala Harris, literally, I kid you not, tweeted a fundraiser in support of the very people who were setting American cities on fire. That is not okay.
I looked into that, and that's actually very true.
And you know what? It's true. I also, kid you not, the tweet is still up 5 years later. There's no shame in that. Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, all of these left-wing leaders, these so-called advocates of peace, they were actively inciting riots across America, inciting damage, wreaking havoc.
Hold on one second. We're about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go.
Say, bro, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold up. I'm straight talking like I'm from New Orleans. Whoa there. What's up? Whoa there. Hold on. Whoa there. Whoa. Venezuelan narco regime provided over $20 million to fund Black Lives Matter? What? Whoa there. Hold on, little daddy. You trying to tell me the drug cartel paid y'all to burn down y'all own neighborhood while they selling dope into your own neighborhood? Whoa there. Oh, whoa. That's wild, dog. That's insane. That's craziness. The Washington Examiner has uncovered deep connection between the Chavista regime in Venezuela and Black Lives Matter, an organization that presents itself as a defender of racial justice, racial rights, but according to documented evidence, has served as a vehicle for foreign Marxist agendas. Well, we know that they were Marxist witches, but we didn't know that they were Marxist witches in league with cartel drug dealers. It all began in late 2012 when Hugo Chavez, the eternal father of the 21st century socialism, ordered the delivery of at least 20 million in suitcases filled with cash to Oppo Tometo, one of the three co-founders of BLM, alongside Patrice Cullors and Alicia Garza. These tricks going to prison. They're going to prison. Wow. According to former, oh no, you can't see that. You can't see that. That's small. Let's make it bigger. This is where we are. According to former high-ranking Venezuelan officials who defected and witnessed the meeting, the purpose of the project, the Bolivarian Revolutionary Project, onto the streets of the United States, meaning to sow chaos and division to erode American democracy from within. Wow. The testimony does not come out of nowhere. The defectors close to Chavez's inner circle described meeting in Caracas, where Tomete arrived accompanied by three other African-American women and the actor Danny Glover. Damn, Danny Glover. Not you, Danny Glover. Not Danny Glover. Not Danny Glover. Not. Damn, James. What is this world coming to? Damn, Danny Glover. You can't like nobody. You can't like nobody that's ever acted in Hollywood. Danny Glover, a well-known sympathizer of communist regimes like those in Cuba and Venezuela. On his deathbed due to cancer, Chavez saw BLM as the perfect tool to export anti-imperialistic ideology. Notably, BLM has already emerged in 2013, spurred the Trayvon Martin case, but its ideological roots, steeped in declared Marxism. Cullors, identified as a trained Marxist, and Tomete has invoked figures like Ashanti Shakur, and convicted fugitive for murder living in exile, fulfilling my duty as a global citizen and serving as electoral observer for Venezuela's national elections. The connections do not end there. In 2006, Chavez had already called from the World Social Forum of Caracas for the creation of the fifth column of the left in the U.S. to sabotage its policies. BLM fit the perfect role. In 2015, Tomete personally invited Nicolas Maduro, Chavez's successor, to an event in Harlem, New York, during the UN General Assembly. These dirty sandy beaches, these ugly, dirty sandy beaches. There, Maduro shared the stage with Glover and BLM co-founder, who embraced him warmly in front of a giant portrait of the dictator. I did not know Danny Glover was a damn communist. Danny, you no good, rotten, dirty, sandy beach. We all supported you, you dirty, sandy beach. We all loved you, Danny. We all appreciated you. But nope. No, Danny got to poo on everybody. Dirty, sandy beach. That same year, Tom Eti, that sounds like some old whack African name. Tom, we're going to call her Tom. Tom traveled to Venezuela as an electoral observer for the parliamentary elections, a process boycotted by OAS, UN, and EU due to evident fraud. Rather than denouncing irregularities, Tom praised the Venezuela system as one of the best in the world and drafted a manifesto on behalf of BLM supporting the Bolivarian Revolution. Fulfilling my duties as a global citizen, she tweeted, ignoring the extrajudicial executions and famine already plaguing the country. These dirty, sandy beaches is communist.
$20 million is the amount that Black Lives Matter received from Hugo Chavez. Yes, before he died, he delivered that sum in order to divide and conquer. The founders of Black Lives Matter are trans feminists who are trained in Marxism and have even bought themselves mansions, which has been part of the scandals in which people say they have not received any help from the movement, while the founders have become quite rich. In fact, some of the founders even flew all the way to Venezuela in order to be international observers that would legitimize the elections in Venezuela and keep the regime in power. And while 8 million Venezuelans escaped in order to be freed from poverty, persecution, and all the evils of socialism, their taxpayer money went for ideologies in the United States.
It make all the sense in the world why Tre Nicaragua came to America. It make all the sense in the world why Tre Nicaragua came here and went into the hoods, because these heifers set it up for Tre Nicaragua to come into the hoods. These dirty sandy beaches, these big overweight beach whales, these high-calorie black women set it all up. They tore down the neighborhoods, removed the police. You understand the role that Black Lives Matter played. Black Lives Matter were the ones that came out and said, we need to get rid of the police. What was the terminology they was using for it? It was defund the police. It was them big head, dirty sandy beaches that said, let's defund the police. So 3 colored Negro women that were Marxists and socialists, if you don't like the language, go to another channel, came out, got $20 million from terrorist drug gangs, took that money, plus whatever other money they was able to get, destabilized the hood. That's what they destabilized. They destabilized the hood, got rid of the police. You could have never got no white man to do this much damage to black people. You could never got no white woman to do this much direct damage to black people. It took some niggers to do this type of damage. So they destabilized the whole hood, sparked the defund the police movement. Then when the borders opened up and the Venezuela drug lords started to send all their drug mules and their sex trafficking and their drug trafficking in, there was no damn police. And now people trying to resist ICE. Oh my Lord. My Lord. This is the face I make when I don't know what else to say. You put your hand like this, do this. When your wife says something crazy to you and you don't like what she said, you don't want to argue, just do like this. Grab yourself, do like this, and then look at her. What'd you say, girl? What'd you say, girl? Huh? What's wrong with you? My Lord. Donald Trump, you better put them heifers under the prison. You better put them in Don't put them in an isolation cell. Put them in low calorie isolation to where they get 500 calories a day. And don't give them no food. Give them heifers one of them orange igloo water things. They can have as much water as they want with no bathroom, no toilet, just all the water they want with a hole in the floor, and give them 500 calories of bread a day. Yeah, that's what they need. This is insane. It's insane. It's insane. $20 million to fund Black Lives Matter. How long did it take for people to realize Black Lives Matter didn't matter and Black lives didn't matter? Now, only lives that matter in America, because remember people's like, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. Everybody arguing, everybody fussing. Guess what? None of y'all lives matter now. The only life that matter is illegal aliens' lives matter. The only person in life that matter was Kilmore Abrega Garcia and his ilk. Everybody got played. I didn't get played. I thought it was BS from the very beginning when they had the first rally, and it was in that little small town, and I'll never forget, they was in a little small town. I was laying across the bed, and had a little bit of cheap laptop, and I was watching them ride, and they had this dude on top of a van. They had a police officer on top of a SWAT van. He had a sniper rifle, and there was all these dudes out there with dreadlocks, and they was throwing. And remember, they had the iconic figure, the dude with the dreadlock, and he was reaching back, and he was throwing something. And I was like, this is a bunch of BS. This is a whole bunch of BS. This is a whole bunch of BS. This should be news everywhere right now. This should be all over the internet. And watch I be the only one covering this. Watch I be the only one covering this. Say, bro, I'm out of here, Woody. Just know, Woody, when somebody start talking to you about Black Lives Matter, be like, say, dog, you a dope dealer? What? Are you a dope dealer? Nah, bro. Well, why you support somebody who got $20 million from a damn drug cartel to destroy your neighborhood? Woody? Damn, man, this is just crazy.